Start now.
Yep, we're live. So thanks everybody for stopping in tonight. Everyone's here and hanging out. We got some Florida weather going on, so they may be in and out. Um, but tonight we'll have Chris from GCM Racing. Welcome in, Chris.
Hey, buddy.
And we have Nathan. How was your weekend, Nathan?
Oh, busy with kid stuff like always. One thing after the
Right.
other.
Yep. Eric, how was your weekend, brother?
Uneventful, productive, good, not long enough.
Not long enough.
And not long enough. Hey,
Dennis? Oh, sorry, Eric.
no, go ahead.
Short, warm, just sat around in the house, did nothing.
Did
So,
nothing. You don't have something that you just finished that you could hold up?
well, that was actually done last week, but
Okay.
yeah, Chris will be proud of me. I finished a tiny tire truck.
Yes.
Yay!
A hard body tiny tire truck too.
Oh,
And
even
tiny
better.
rim.
Yeah,
Nice.
I did a TF2 short wheelbase kit, leaf hard body.
Those are small trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
first leaf truck.
well, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dennis. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was
No,
going to say welcome into Raymond and Rob. Thanks for stopping by.
so first leaf truck. It's still got the 1.7s on it. And boy, what a challenge.
Nice. Yeah, those are really short, man. We tried to fit an LRT in that thing and it just wouldn't work because the rear drive shaft was about the size of a fingernail.
Oh
They were
wow.
it just was so short.
Yeah, I did watch a couple videos about uh the leaf setup on them, the
Yeah.
intermediate shaft, and of course, I remember the high clearance skid for the transfer case, so I did get that.
Yeah,
But
good.
You did drive the PA or
yes,
Scatic.
I went and visited Ryan and Sherry. I got a Baja skid for it, and I got a Boom Racing shaft for the intermediate shaft
Mhm.
Ah,
because every video that I have seen, it does flex the transfer case when you're driving them around. So I changed that to a Boom Racing. I think it's a 48 mil intermediate shaft. So it's got universals on it now. And I did the leaf under on the axles instead of on top.
cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Welcome in, Robert Osborne, Sean Knotts, and Joseph, EA Supreme.
What's up,
Joe,
y'all?
how was your weekend, sir?
Lazy. I mowed grass and then played video games.
Uh,
I was a hermit this weekend.
I wish I could have done that. My dad's like, hey, I'm just going to stop by and service the truck. 9 hours. 9 hours in the
Nice.
garage. So, Robert, how was your weekend, sir?
Uh, busy, very, very busy. RC Madness, Connecticut, building a truck. Just got home probably about 45 minutes ago. 2 days from now, I gotta head out to Pennsylvania for another event. Won't be back until Tuesday of the following week. It's yay.
You're like this all the way through October, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm like this all the way through October. Gonna be going to California, New Hampshire, Indiana, Georgia, Alabama. Yeah. Yeah, California a couple of times. Would be nice to make it to Canada, but that's an expensive trip, so I gotta wait to get that one approved. So I'd like to do something further north because I am done with 90. I'm sorry, I shouldn't even say 90, 100 to 115 degrees in weather with a 88% humidity. And I need cold. I want cold. I want to climb a mountain and I want 30 below. Like that's how serious it has gotten here. I'm just, yeah, I'm over
I'm
it.
right there with you, brother.
I can't
Me
wait
too.
Right there
for
with you.
winter. And Florida's winter is only 3 weeks long, but that is the best 3 weeks we ever have. So
Welcome in, Dwayne. Thanks for stopping by. Chris, before we get to you, just want to do a couple things, go over that this past weekend, the Florida chapter had an outing and got to run some boats and hang out and with the VA guys and did a class and oh shoot, I'm forgetting the name. What's the name that Nathan that he just said? Was it Jeremy?
Yep.
Yeah, I believe it was Jeremy.
He did the class,
Jeremy
yeah.
helped out
Yeah.
doing the class stuff. Um, so big shout out to them and all the social workers and stuff that come out and hang out and do all that stuff. Huge shout out. We still have the raffle going on. The drawing will be tonight. It is for the trailer, and I will share the trailer here. It is
And
this trailer.
the pictures
Whoa.
do not do that trailer justice.
Mm-mm.
That is for
No,
sure.
we
no,
saw
it
it.
doesn't.
We saw it at
I-
Beaver
It,
Creek, and it's an awesome trailer.
Wow.
it is. It truly is. And you know, it's one of the things where pictures do a great job, but whenever you see it in person, it is extremely well done and it's functional. All the doors open, and as you've seen in them pictures there, where things slide out, but it's quite nice.
Wow.
I mean, who doesn't like something that has opening doors and drawers
Yeah.
and
Yep.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
get to see
Proud
It's
of
the
it.
thing every day because I have it here in my possession. And I I don't want
Wow.
you to win it, but I hope you do win it. I really like it where it is.
yeah.
The
Yep.
the raffle will be drawn tonight around 9:45. You have till about 9:30-ish to still enter if you want. And if you do enter, it's $5 a spot. Or if you do $20, you get an additional spot. So for the price of 4 spots, you'll get a fit. And then you put TC1, Tom Charlie 1, in the notes section so they know.
And
I
yeah,
did not enter this one only because I felt it would have been unfair.
All right, Robert. I got
And
a red and black variant of it.
Nice.
yes, you did get one from Craig.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, a different guy made it though.
Different guy made it. Craig had it. And
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
also coming up in 2 weeks, which would be after your thing, Chris, because you're this weekend, right?
Yep.
I think Joseph is going out here and people from his group. Joseph, if I'm wrong, say in the chat, but a Crawl for Hope is going on at the King Vale Resort, uh, out at Donner Pass. So check that out if you want. I guess we should have some people there hanging out and have a booth set up, if I remember right. Joseph and people from the Cali branch should be out
That
there for
is
that.
that is a phenomenal event for a good cause right there.
Yeah. Um, what's this, the fourth year for it? Yes.
Yeah.
It's the fourth annual Crawl for Hope, King Vale Resort in Soda Springs. Bring awareness to people that have had cancer and other diseases that affect their lives. They have a show and shine with a cancer awareness themed show and shine, 12 and under show and shine, quarter or 24 scale show and shine, sled pull, 10th and 24 scale gates, a raffle, dirt drag races, and much more.
Wow.
So that's going on then. And now we have to talk about what Chris has been up to and what he's got going on this weekend.
Cool.
Chris?
Yeah, I'll give you a slide here of what we're doing. That's
Okay.
that's our theme picture for this weekend.
I
Speaking
can
about
share the
events,
Facebook page if you'd like.
yeah, sure. Put that out on the chat too. You can find that out on the GCM Racing Facebook page. Yeah, there we go. URCA is what we call it. It's URCA instead of an adventure series because what we do with URCA is we take not just crawling, but also some other kind of RC. So in this case, we have a buggy racing track. So we're doing dirt drags, we're doing buggy racing. We've got a whole bunch of scale trails, and of course, it's at the campground. So there's places to bring your whole family. You can go swim at the beach, and it's a great time.
And that's the KOA campground in Renfrew, Ontario.
Yep. Yeah, it is actually nice enough for us. It's about 20-25 minutes northwest of us, so really close by. And
Nice.
it's hard to find you guys know this. I mean, it's hard to find a place that you can go to kind of just chill for the whole weekend, bring your family or your friends or whatever, and also they're RC friendly. Some of the parks are not RC friendly. Some of them have conservation land rules, and there's different kinds of stuff like that. But this particular place, they even had a buggy track already before we got there. So they're
Nice.
like on it, man. They are in the game. It's so much fun to work with these people. And we started talking about, working on their trail system, which they really didn't have a very good trail system, even for hiking. It had all grown in over the last 30 years. And so we started from nothing and just started hacking through the woods, cutting down all the little stuff and grooming. And we came up with some really cool stuff. And the place had actually been reforested probably 50 or 60 years ago. So there was still some really huge, like big stumps left over. We got to use some of those to create bridges and stuff like this. So we actually created some pretty cool terrain. There's a bit of a wetlands on one side, so we got into that as well. And it's very dry up here. We don't have a lot of standing water kicking around. This season in the summer is usually like our dry season right now, so the trails are really easy to get through. It's just, nice dirt. The tires grip on it really nice. And then we made a whole bunch of structures and stuff, so it's been so much fun, dude. Like trail building is like half the fun. It's half the fun of the RC. I just think it's great. And then because these people like RC, we're doing boats too. Like you can see mine. How do I point? I got one of those jet boats right there
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
on the wall on top of my head. We're bringing those out. A bunch of guys have those boats, and a bunch of prop drivers. And on Sunday morning, when there's really no kids at the beach and stuff, we're gonna go and do like a bunch of boat goofing off out there. And man, it's so much fun. Yeah, I'm excited.
I got to see you. You've been posting some clips up, and I encourage everyone to go take a look. But I loved the one you did. It was like 45 seconds or something like that with the trail with before and after. In
Oh
front of
yeah,
you is just all grown up, and then behind you is perfectly done trail. It was
yeah.
great. I encourage everyone to go check it out.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun. I kind of love that idea. Some of the places that we've been to for adventure series and stuff, there's already sort of a walking trail that's there, and then you can groom it to be more RC friendly. In this case, there's just nothing. So I put up that video because it struck me kind of mid-afternoon that day. I was like, man, we're making these trails out of nowhere. There's not even a deer track through here. Like there's nothing. And it went really well. I got to give a big shout out to all the guys that helped out. Steven's been up there for 2 days with me. Kevin's been up there for 2 days with me. We had two other guys from the campground that have helped out in the woods and actually getting in their high school volunteer hours, which is super cool.
Yeah.
And then there's another guy that has a trailer up at this campground for a few years now, and he's kind of the tractor man. And so he actually regroomed the whole track, took all the stuff out of it. They kind of had it set up for like a little bit of a scale truck sort of obstacle course. And I had him spin all that right out of there, and we're building a fresh buggy track and then a fresh side-by-side racing course in that same spot. So when we're done, they're gonna have a brand new buggy track and all new trails, and it's like it's so much work. So many guys have actually helped out with that. And any of you guys that have been or put on events, like you know how much goes into it before the thing even starts, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not a one-man show, man. There's been a lot of people investing in this, and the campground's been really helpful. They just are loving what's happening. They've been taking in people for booked power sites and also group camping with us, which is just on the opposite side of the road, the driveway, I should say. So we're gonna have a pretty good RC party over there.
That's great. It's
Yep.
always great whenever you can do things in a campground like that that has the ability to have everybody local.
Yep. Yeah, it's nice when everybody's close. We're gonna get to do a regular gallery. Hands up if you've been to a GCM gallery already. Yep.
Oh
My
yeah.
hand is up.
Yep. We love doing that. That's like my favorite thing, man. Like I love the trail building, but then like to see all the stuff that you guys are building and creating. Like I wish Dennis could come and bring his like new truck just so I can like look at it. I want to see how he did it, and you know what I mean? Like I love that stuff. Like I want to look at Nathan's truck now because you're like basically sitting in front of it. So I love that. I love being able to just see them all out on the tables and like scoop out what people are doing and what they're using and what's your favorite tire and like the conversations get started, you know, and that's one of my favorite things to see the creativity. And then
Yeah.
this year we're also doing like sled pulls. So with scale trucks or whatever you want to build, like you know, Frank's been working on one. You guys have probably seen that kicking around. He's working on this sled pull tractor. And so we're gonna do like a little gallery series of whoever's got stuff for that, and we'll have an award for, you know, whatever the favorite pick is for that. And in the recent days, I guess it's been a couple of years now, we started doing all of the gallery voting by all the peers. So it's all done on your phone, like on a Google sheet. And then
Okay.
it's like instant tally. And we don't have to bother trying to choose who the favorites are. Like people vote for whatever their favorite truck number is in that category. And I love that. When we did this in Pennsylvania, this was so much fun at the T5W there in June. It's so much fun because like if somebody comes and brings like two trucks and their number keeps getting voted on, you don't really know which truck it is. It's just the builder, right? So the
Yeah.
builder's getting rewarded for the effort, no matter what truck they did, you know, no
Right.
matter what they bring. And so you can bring
Yeah.
whatever you want. And I just love that. I think you guys are building such cool stuff. You need to be rewarded for all your hard efforts on the sitting in the garage and in the shop and in the hobby room, in the living room, you know, on the washing machine, wherever you're building your trucks. And
Yep.
that needs some recognition too. Like it's every single time we do an event like this, people bring out fresh builds, which is amazing to me. Like, I don't have time to do a fresh build for every event, but some guys are actually pulling off like a full fresh truck every year, you know, and to me, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll be working on mine on the plane on Thursday on my flight to Pennsylvania. So
That's
hopefully the
so
people
great.
next to me are not going to be annoyed by my little Dixieland power driver screwing screws. So,
That's awesome.
uh, yeah. Well, what you're talking about, Chris, too, is the level of builds just in the last couple of years and what people are cranking out is phenomenal.
Oh man,
It
it is.
it it, it is phenomenal. And I love that aspect. Everything you're talking about with the program we have here too. There's so many different aspects from trail building to uh, building your trucks, building all kinds of different things that the hobby is so much. It's not just fixated on one thing, just going out and driving trails. You may
Yeah.
not even hit the trail. You may just enjoy the building aspect of it.
Well,
And
the other thing I want to add to that too is the diorama stuff. Like Kevin showed up
Yeah.
the other day for the work day, and I'm thinking we're just going to build trails, right? And I got this huge scrap of cedar sides. We're making bridges and stuff with this stuff, and it's just been great. Well, he shows up with this complete built 8 foot bridge with side rails and like a little rope ladder on the side, like I mean completely built, and like it's really nice. Okay, so it's pretty surprising how many guys are getting into all the diorama stuff now too. I think
Yeah.
it's cool.
It's phenomenal. And I love the mini scale side of things too is just doing tremendous with it. I've been seeing some super cool scale stuff, really tiny tire, even small hard body,
Oh yeah.
realistic looking stuff on the small side, and that lets people with different budgets or different amount of space be able to take part in it as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. And there's opportunity for anybody now to get in, right? If you want to go a little smaller, you can go to the 18th scale stuff. And now there's like,
Yep.
I don't know, 15 different trucks you can get in that size. And then
Yep.
there's all kinds of the stuff in the 24th, and man, it's so great. It just depends on what you want.
Now, at your event, do you have anything planned for the mini side of things, or is it all
We're doing
mainly
10th.
focused around bigger?
Yeah, we're doing the 10th scale. It's not even 10th scale anymore, but like your truck behind
Yeah.
you, like we're doing the 10th scale stuff. We're doing two-wheel drive buggy, a four-wheel drive buggy class, and then for the actual like awards. And then on the track, we're making kind of a monster truck, sort of double U shape, kind of a side-by-side drag.
Okay.
And on that, we're going to run scale trucks of anything like open class. So like all the comp crawler guys can come. If you got a crazy 4S, brushless winder you want to run on that, go ahead. Like that. Run your SCX10, run your TRX4, whatever you want. Like it's just for fun, right? And then we're also going to run two 1/18th Traxxas monster trucks on there, a Ford and a Chevy, because you got to have the battle.
Yep, you gotta have the battle.
And we're going to get the kids to run them and then run the kids all through these trucks. And whoever can come up with the fastest time of a completed course, those two top kids are going to take the trucks home.
Nice.
So that's going to be a fun way to get some of these kids into it, and
Yeah.
it's such a simple thing, and we can use that. We're going to use the same kind of U-shaped track, but just shorten it up a little bit so they can kind of keep some of the simple obstacles and just see if they can finish the course, man. It's going to be fun.
It definitely. It's always a blast watching the kids with the rip through
Yeah.
the tracks and do the stuff. Yes, absolutely.
And then of course, so as far as the 24th and stuff goes, I find that up here in this area, we have a way more like 10 scale size than we do any of the 24th. Like we don't have a 24th course to go run up here. There's two or three guys that have some really serious backyard courses for 10th scale. And then all the trails that are being made in the public lands around here, they're all set up for the 10th scale size too. So
Yeah.
we just kind of go with that flow because it's just easier and everybody pretty much has something they can bring out for that. And then on Sunday's kind of like free day. Like most people will stay. Saturday's a really full day for events, and then Sunday it's kind of a free day. If you want to run your whatever you want on the racetrack, you go ahead, and if you want to compete with your buddy for, you know, uh, whatever kind of handshake prize you want to give, then yeehaw and go and race against each other and just kind of fun, and we'll run some
Yeah.
boats and we're just gonna have a good time together.
Your buggy classes, are they strictly vintage in terms of what you're doing with those?
So that's a great question. Like we promote the sort of the vintage-ish thing, but we're not defining it to that completely because some people just don't have that. They're into something more modern. And if they want to run something more modern on that, that's fine. We're doing a two-wheel drive and a four-wheel drive class, and that's it. Basically, it's just open after that. Guys will be there with some re-releases and guys will be there with some new stuff. Like the thing is, because it's not competition, it's just fun.
Mhm.
Then you might as well
Absolutely.
run what you've got. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, let's just go and have a good time. And so that's where it's at. I think that includes a lot more people too. And
Yeah.
some people like Colby. I'm talking to you, Colby. He's a little crazy, and he's like, "Well, I don't have a four-wheel drive buggy." And I said, "Well, I think you need to go and get one then." So I'm pretty sure he went and built a new buggy, like just so he would have one to run, for four-wheel drive. It's pretty funny because it's not very hard, I don't think, to convince guys to do that kind of thing. So yeah,
Absolutely not. I
yeah,
I I remember seeing they've done all kinds of different stuff, but the rally stuff is really, it seems like a lot of people are building rally stuff.
oh yeah,
The little Tamiya, I forget what chassis it is, but the MF,
yep,
I think it's MF something. But
yep,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I know there was a whole group of them that did builds with those a while back for an event, and but yeah,
yep.
it ended up just being a thing, blew up, and ended up 12 people building for it. So yeah, yep,
And that's what it's about. Like, I think this place has the potential for us to do something like a rally. The way the landscape is and stuff, we could probably do a pretty dang serious rally course and with not a lot of work because
yeah,
the grounds around where we're doing our group camp towards the track, that part of the ground is like it's 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 kind of mostly sand and it's really hard compacted. Like it's so hard, you really got to try to get through it. And so the grass barely grows on it. Like it's small, tiny. Like if you weed whacked all the grass off the dirt, you'd have a rally course. Like it'd be just that
okay,
easy, and the dirt is so hard. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's funny that you brought that up because Steven and I were talking about that today while we were over there putting stuff
yeah,
on the course. And he's like, this is really good for rally. Like, we should do that. So maybe next year, that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll do URCA, Rally 26. We'll
yeah.
like do a theme. And that's a smart idea. I like doing
I,
that.
I would highly encourage it. Like every time I see the rally stuff, especially at events like what you're doing, it
Yeah.
always seems to be a blast. The kids love it. Everyone loves it. It's a fun time.
It's a fun time. And the Tamiya cars, like even the 10th scale, like the TT01s, TT02s,
Hmm.
those kits are so inexpensive now.
Yep.
Like you can put together the complete thing with a battery in it for like a couple hundred something dollars,
Yeah.
which is in the scale truck world is a really good value. And
Yeah.
then off you go. Like they come with the
Yeah.
motor and everything. You just put it together
Yep.
and run.
And they're reliable. They're durable enough to enjoy the weekend, to have a good time, take it home, and keep doing it over and over and over again. And if it
Yep.
does break, the parts are so cheap. It's economical, especially.
Yeah,
That's
I
for
think
sure.
it's a smart thing to start with. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's a good idea. We haven't approached these people about doing any flying over there. The flying regulations have changed a lot for RC in the last few years. So they do have a huge like driving range and all that, a big field at the front and stuff that we could probably do some like small park flyer stuff into. But like that's such a whole extra thing. We'd have to do like 2 full days of proper planning, proper events, to make that work.
Yeah.
And then maybe next year we'll do a 2 day and add a rally course, like, so who knows? I like what you're saying though. That's a pretty good idea.
Now the location of the campground, say somebody wants to come, they're just watching this, they want to come. Is there hotels nearby as well that they could on a whim
Yeah,
make reservation and come in and still enjoy the event?
they sure can. So this place is a quarter of a mile down a side road off of the Trans-Canada Highway for Canada. So it literally this highway goes from one side of the country to the other.
Okay.
It's called the Highway 417 where we are, Highway 17 turns into one. It just goes all the way across the country. So on this road, keep in mind, okay, like when I say it's close, anything within half an hour is close up here, okay? Because everything
I
up here
feel
is
you.
pretty spread out, okay? So You
I
know,
feel
you're
you.
like, yeah. You're talking like hotels are going to be probably 15 or 20 minutes in either direction on this road. But then you're going to get like some pretty legitimate like small cities, you know, like there'll be lots of options. So
Okay.
just north and west from the campground is a place called Pembroke, Ontario, and it's a fairly good sized city and they have just everything. And then just a little bit southeast down the highway from the campground is another town called Renfrew, and they've got a bunch of hotels and lots of food and everything too. So, yep. I get the
Awesome.
feeling Sonia has been the manager at the campground. She's been working with us on this whole thing and been such a great team player. Um, it's been great with her. She said, I'm pretty sure from what I'm hearing from her that the campground is basically full. And it's not just from us. I mean, they also have like returning summer campers. They've got lots of travelers
Right.
that come through. A KOA is a pretty well-known chain, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I think that the place is going to be jammed with people. We're going to have a great time.
Well, and honestly, having those other campers that are not there for the event specifically is a phenomenal way for them to find out about what's going on with the
Yeah,
hobby
it
as
sure
well.
is. It sure is. I was up there wearing my 11 Charlie shirt the other day, and somebody was asking me what on earth that was all about. So that was a cool conversation. You guys have actually started this thing, you know. It's really cool. I gotta say, it's really cool to try to explain to somebody just how awesome it is what you guys are doing. Like, it's so selfless and looking after people and building community, and that's like the world needs that these days, you know. I'm really happy with what you guys are doing. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's definitely it it's a phenomenal thing. Trying to help people and do things, and yeah, absolutely. We appreciate that, Chris.
It's so smart too to hook into the RC community, you know? I think I've met like my last probably 15 years of good friends have all shown up out of the RC scene.
Yeah.
And it's been so cool to meet all you guys and just there's some really legit good friendships that come out of all that.
The hobby, the people, the hobby, the community, it honestly is like I've talked to people that their best friends 100% are people they met through the hobby, and they just kind of
Yeah,
it's phenomenal. Exactly what you're talking about. It is a full-blown community, and it's tight knit. It's awesome.
that's so fun.
That it is.
I just noticed something that you got to answer for me now.
Sure.
On your background picture, your Jeep is winched onto a twig that's sticking out of the ground. Is that for real?
That legitimately, that twig fell into that. I have a thing with just about every time I go out, I end up with something weird in my hook or in one of my shackles. Whether it's this truck, it's in the picture. I have a Defender D110 that has the shackles hanging. And something always ends up in that. Legitimately, I was just driving it. That hook picked that up while I was driving it, and I just snapped a picture of it because I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
I cannot
And
even believe what I'm seeing.
every picture I have like this, there's a witness that was actually with me that's seen it happen. So it's not just me making it up. I'm like, I'm glad you're here because that's legit.
That's so
So yeah,
funny.
yep,
Oh, I love it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can get some good crazy stuff like that too on our trails this weekend. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, there's
yeah.
a whole bunch of lots of opportunities for photos. It's kind of fun I love making trails too because you get to see where all the good photo ops are going to be at different times of the day. There's this one spot there where through the trees the sun comes about 11:30 in the morning. It comes right between all these pines that are all standing on this one side, and it shines right on top of this giant old stump. And so I was like right through the shadows. It's so cool. So I was like, we got to use this. This is like the perfect picture spot, eh? So we built this great big bridge that goes up onto the top of this thing. And like whoever just happens to be there at that time of day, they're gonna have like this trucks just glowing in the middle of the forest. It's gonna be so cool.
That is going to be all. Like I always love seeing after event photos of places because I don't get out. So what you're talking about is like the highlight reel of what I get to see after
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fact. And yeah, and Trevor just had his ledge stock event, just finished it up, and I always love seeing his pictures because they always have the camel trophy stuff. And
Yeah.
that's I love watching that stuff. And it's like, man, so yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that with the lighting and all the stuff you got and the trails you're making, it's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, the pictures will be cool. Be cool. Maybe we'll do like a picture contest or something for the banner next year or something like that. Try to get people that there's people take great photos anyways. Like you don't even need to
Yeah.
inspire them. They just go and do it. So that ought to be a good time.
How many trails in general do you have planned for your event at this time?
So right now we built two separate trails, kind of a before lunch, after the gallery sort of thing, and then a nice good one after lunch. Um, and so we've got two fresh trails out in the woods. Then somewhere around I think 5:30 we've got Ash's restaurant from up in Pembroke. They're actually catering a bunch of food that people pre-ordered for dinner on Saturday. And we're gonna after that we're gonna run right into the buggy racing on Saturday night.
Okay.
So before in case the little kids have to go to bed, before it gets dark, there's no lights over there at the track. So I think we've got to kind of be done there by about, maybe 8 p.m. kind of thing. And we're gonna do the two track drag, and then all the buggy racing's all gonna be Saturday night, and then we'll do the truck pulls on Sunday morning. So at this point with this schedule, like the two trails is probably going to be more than enough. And then Sunday, people can go and free run and take it in a different way, go, reverse them or whatever they want. Like that, they could be run either way, so that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, the thing of it is doing them both ways, and then multiple trucks. Generally speaking, people have more than one rig they're running through. So doing them with different rigs, it's always a
Oh
different
yeah,
experience.
yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
super fun. And also, you got to kind of expect the bottlenecks and all that stuff, right? Like
Yep.
people take pictures and a bunch of people on the same bridge, and you know how it goes.
Yeah.
And also, like I tell this to people all the time, but when they're making bridges and stuff, I'm like, look, people can't drive. So, you know what I mean? You get talking to your buddy and then your truck falls off of this bridge. Like this is the stuff that happens all the time on the trail.
Yep.
Somebody will yell for some reason and they're driving off into the woods. And I got my both hands up, okay? I'm totally guilty of this. I will be watching someone else's truck that I think I'm driving, and I'm still driving my own, but my own is not near me anymore. It's somewhere off in the woods by itself. And I'm looking at my buddy's truck thinking that I'm using that one right now. I don't know. This happens to me all the time. And so, like, I expect there'll be some kind of trail adventures like that for sure.
Nice. Oh, I'm sure there'll definitely be some good stories. I'm positive of that.
Yep. Yep. That'll be good. Looking forward to that. It's a full weekend. I mean, we're expecting people to come in on Friday to hang out and register and, have campfire and stuff and just kind of have that social and community time. And then we're hard at it on Saturday morning for the whole honking day. It's like 11 hours of tiny trucking.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Getting
So
it
that'll
all
be
in.
fun.
Getting it all. Your school doesn't start, I'm guessing, until after this event's over with.
That's just it, is that we don't start till after Labor Day up here.
Oh, okay.
So we
Okay.
kind of have like 2 extra weeks of summer, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Or where I'm at, we're not starting. I think the 20. I want to say it's the 21st. I think it's like a Thursday. It's something weird where we're
Yeah,
starting.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Jericho starts Wednesday.
oh, okay. Now my wife's got to be back, but the kids don't start till the 21st. So,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, so we've got a little bit of an extended summer up here. And this is the time where the temperature is finally starting to come down just slightly. So
Yeah.
the nights are getting cooler and it makes for good sleeping and good camping. And yeah, it's
Yeah.
like just perfect. One
It,
more
it
week
is.
later would even be better for the temperature, but I mean, it's totally fine.
Gotcha. And you don't, I guess I'm not sure. I know there was some fires going on up there again. I guess that's nowhere even near you then, or where this is taking place at.
Yeah, I mean, nowhere near really, nothing that would ever affect us where we are. You know,
Okay.
it's there's a lot of bush up here, dude. So there's fires like everywhere, every year. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think right now they're west of us several hundred miles, like the ones that are the freshest ones. And they're way over there. That's nothing to do with us.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Wasn't sure where they all, because every once in a while we get a little notification or whatever for our weather because of the smoke coming down from you guys. I'm like, I'm not sure where they're going
Yeah.
on at.
Well, that's the funny thing about the wind, eh? Because
Yeah.
all of our central Canada kind of fires, all that smoke goes south, the way the jet stream goes. So you guys keep getting all that, and then it like circles around somewhere in, I don't know where, Tennessee or something, then tries to come back north after that. I don't know what it's doing, but all of that stuff is like it's over there in the west someplace, and then you guys get it.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
because
our
I know
gift to you.
you're kind of not, you're really not that far from me. You're just north of me, and I wasn't sure where that stuff was all coming from. I didn't dig
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of those fires tend to be kind of way up in the north and west of us here. So,
Okay.
like you say, I'm not very far from you, really. I mean,
Yeah. I
I'm
I think
only,
I think you're 5 or 6 hours, something like that.
yeah, I'm about not even 200 miles north of Lake Ontario. So, we're not really that far apart.
Yeah. Yep. As I said, I've got to get my passport because I would love to come up and
Do it.
get to some of the events you guys are doing. I just got to do it.
Yeah, yeah, bring the whole family. And it's really I'm so excited we finally have this back at a campground. Like we used to do this
Yeah.
event, our summer event at a campground that was a little closer towards Toronto from here. It was about three
Okay.
hours sort of southwest of here. And then you could bring the whole family and they had a place to swim and that's the kind of family stuff that you want to have.
Yeah.
And now we're back to that, and I'm just really excited about that. I've heard all kinds of people that are bringing the whole family and the trailer and the
Yeah.
tent, and you know what I mean? So like that's what I love.
Well, it's great to find a place like that, and it's great to find a place you can continue to return to, and especially if it's only a half an hour from you, that makes it
It
even
is.
in terms of you setting it up, in terms of
Oh
all
yeah.
that side of things. That's even better. But yeah, yeah, if you could
Yep.
find a spot to that supports it, loves the hobby, and that's
Yep.
phenomenal.
Yeah, and again, like Kevin, shout out to Kevin. He's come up for 2 work days already, and he's driving 2 hours each way.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
does not seem to mind. I mean, that is a huge time sacrifice, and I don't know how he makes it home after the amount of work that guy does every day. Like we have beat ourselves down in there, and and somehow he still gets home at night to have a shower and get back to his life, like man, what a trooper. So happy to have that guy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Y- you're putting the event on with True North RC and
Yep.
what's that other 110
110
something?
Hobbies is
Yeah.
yeah, 110 Hobbies is actually just north of us in Pembroke, about 20 minutes. So there's a really cool hobby shop. He's got a huge travel trailer
Okay.
and it's all set up for his shop, like as a mobile. Like he has an actual shop too, but then he
Okay.
piles like heaps of stuff into the trailer and then brings it to an event. So he's gonna have his whole like basically a whole hobby shop set up there right on site.
Okay. So people will be able to purchase, get
Oh yeah.
parts,
And
all that
man,
type of stuff.
and you know how many times people need a drive shaft or the servo bus or they
Yep.
want to switch tires or like he's got full trucks, everything and like a bunch of buggy stuff and like it's all there. He's gonna bring we were just talking about that today, me and him, and he's basically gonna bring whatever he can jam into that trailer. And so
Awesome.
if people need it, good to go.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
having
handy,
that
man.
at an event is super awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. The
Yeah, so
and of
they've been a
course,
great partner. 110 Hobbies has been around in Pembroke for I'm gonna say 5, 6 years. I'm just throwing a number out there that I think I've known Paul up there for that long. And I think maybe he started a year or two before that, but he's like well established in the area. Um, Loves doing events. He does a whole bunch of they do a bunch of night crawls down the waterway in Pembroke. They've got like these paved paths and stuff, so they go and do night crawls with the semi trucks and the off-road trucks and stuff. They're always involved in all the different fairs and all that stuff, and they've done some indoor car racing and stuff. Like they're just in it. So
awesome.
great partner to have around. Yeah, super fun guy. So looking forward to having an actual like parts supplier in-house. Also, he's doing a really cool deal. Um, if he doesn't have it and you still want it, he's giving all the people that order on site 10% off and free shipping directly to your house from the warehouse. So
Wow.
yeah. So like if you
Yeah,
do want
that's
to pick
good.
up a new kit or something, that's a smoking good way to do it because you're gonna get it landed right to your house probably within a couple of days of getting home and save 10% and no shipping.
Yeah.
What more could you want?
Yep, that's huge. So it is.
So,
The
that's sweet.
yeah, that's super awesome. True North, of course, they always do awesome stuff as well. So I was excited to see that they were also involved.
Oh yeah, Chad, I was bugging him today trying to get him to come up a whole day early, because it's so much fun to hang out with those guys. And him and Shane, I think, are coming up together, so they're trying to like plan schedules
Plan,
and all
figure it.
that.
Yep.
And he's bringing all the stuff that he sells, and he's got so much decorations. Like you guys have seen his things, I think for sure. Like he
Yeah.
makes all these super crazy tiny little laser badges and like all the different kinds of beds you can put in your trucks. He's got every kind of like printed accessory, multicolor stuff, and it's like everything is so high quality now.
Yes.
I mean, even the builds that like we used to think that like our engine bays were really cool. Like
Hmm.
5 years ago, I was like, man, like me and Dana are doing some pretty decent engine bays, okay? Like nowadays, those engine bays are just like pickup sticks. I mean, the stuff that guys are doing now, like he's printing, True North is printing these like washer jugs with stuff in them, like with
Yeah.
fluid in them, with like little caps that come off and stuff. It's like my head just explodes. Like I don't even understand how he can figure out how to do that. And there you go. You can just go and get them. Like he's
Yep.
got, if you need a battery for your engine bay, he makes like perfect little battery trays that can go right on your firewall with all the little like lead refill caps and the lettering on it and everything else. Just like my head just explodes. It's amazing, man.
That's what I've been seeing some stuff where the engine bays themselves have the power steering holder has fluid in
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
and yeah, the antifreeze, the overflow, the jug has antifreeze, the windshield washer has, and it's all color
yeah.
coordinated. I'm like, man, this stuff is awesome.
It's nutty.
It, it,
Totally
it's
nuts.
it's it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But
Yeah, so
yeah,
we also have another guy coming from we got two guys coming from out west for this. You guys ever heard of Wizard RC? Wizard RC is it's run by Colby Larson. He's coming down. He sent a friggin' box like this big of just all kinds of giveaway prizes. It's amazing. That guy is such a great guy. And they're coming down on the plane. I'm picking them up on Wednesday morning like they've got a red eye. And then I'm going to put them to work all day because I have no mercy. And it'll be tons of fun. Anyways, I just want to make mention of Wizard RC. He makes a whole bunch of really cool stuff and comp stuff for like West Coast crawling. Like if you guys have ever been to like West Coast versus East Coast crawling, it is not the same thing. Like they have like mountains, okay? Like they're doing comps like that are up huge rock faces and stuff. It is absolutely not like the comp that we have over here. It's just not the same. We got rocks and stuff, but they do it different, okay? So he's got like this whole comp thing going on. he makes all kinds of shocks and all kinds of like it's just the cool stuff that he's got is just amazing. So he's got a huge prize pack that he sent in. GCM's got some stuff on the table. We've got sponsorships from True North RC. We've got, I think we have, let me count. We've got 4 complete RTR trucks we're giving away. We've got and then there's a whole bunch of other stuff there. That there's a bunch of screw kits. There's a bunch of batteries. There's just the sponsorship stuff that's come in is just amazing. So like it's going to be a lot of fun to see some people go home with some new stuff too. And you know, that's really just part of the community. I love it when someone calls you up and says, "Hey, you know what? You guys are doing a cool thing and I'm going to send you a whole bunch of stuff to give away and just go for it. I just want people to have a good time and start a new project and whatever, you know." And I really appreciate that about the community. We all are trying to give and help each other out, and I just think it's wonderful. So big shout out to those guys. 110 Hobbies, of course, is local. They're sponsoring too with a bunch of stuff, and so it's and everybody that's putting in the work is really sponsors as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fun, man. I'm so jacked about this whole thing. Oh man, I'm so
It's definitely sounds awesome. I'm definitely wishing I could be there. That's for sure. In terms of GCM, do you guys have anything you've been working on or anything that's coming down that's new that you want to dive into?
Ooh,
Or
spill the beans. Spill the beans. Let's go.
this is Robert's favorite part.
We still have a set of a double radius arm rover chassis that's been completely done and built and everything, and we still haven't released it yet. And I'm not exactly sure why either. I should probably figure that out because we have everything. Everything's already done and it's all packaged and everything. So really, I think I'm waiting for. Oh yes, I know why. I'm waiting for Superscale, which is Kyle Joseph. I'm waiting for him to finish the body that I'm going to use for all of the promo pictures. And then we'll have a double radius arm disco that we're going to show off. And that's going to launch that new double radius arm chassis. This is the Defenders and stuff. Like those Brits made some pretty weird suspension. And so it's been really fun to copy, actually. We used their radius arms on the front of our C-Max Rover Classic. We used them on that with the Bauhaus axles, and now we've also made a new set for the rear. So now we've got a front and a rear radius arm. It's like a 5-link and it's like a 3-link in the back, and it's a pretty it's a pretty cool truck actually. I'm kind of excited to have it done, and then actually get to wheel the thing because it's another one of those big body trucks, you know, like
You're right.
where all these trucks are so big now, like even your Jeep, Nathan, behind you, like
Yeah.
that's a fairly large truck compared to the days when we were building like little Tamiya Hiluxes and
Mhm.
TF2s, you know, the bodies are so small back then and now they're just a little bit more chunky. And to me, they're a little bit more fun to drive. They get heavy. And then when
Yes.
they're heavy, they drive really cool.
Yeah,
So
they look the part with the added weight of what they are, that's for sure.
yeah,
Going down the
and we're
trails.
exactly. And the disco, I'm calling it the Discovery chassis because I'm really just showcasing it on a Discovery, but it fits all those different rovers. It fits kind of whatever 313 wheelbase kind of thing you want. And so that disco chassis is going to be great because that body's super tall and it's going to be big and top heavy with a full interior and it's just going to drive so great. Yeah. So we've had that. That's been done for, oh man, a few months already. Um, So that'll be a really nice addition to the rest of the C-Max 2 lineup. That's a C-Max 2 chassis that being retroed onto.
Okay.
Um, and then after that, it's business as usual. Like our main sellers are still retrofit kits, like the LRT2 stuff that we
Yep.
use to swap TF2s and swap Enduros and swap SCX10 and swap, you know, everything. Like those things are still like the most popular. And then I think second to that is definitely the C-Max leaf spring kit, which is kind of the alternative to a TF2. So guys that are doing these 3D printed bodies, I got to show you this one. If you guys want a little show and tell, I'll show you this
Oh,
one.
we would love a show and tell. That
You
is
love
for
show and
sure.
tell?
Oh, we do.
I'm here.
Robert. While he's grabbing that stuff, Josh, if we want to go over that raffle real quick again, uh, pop that up there because that'll be closing out here in what about 15 minutes or so?
Yeah, I wish I could like pause the meeting and get on that raffle. Yeah. Custom trailers like that are so friggin' awesome.
They are.
You gotta show a
It's
picture of that thing again.
there we go. It trailers are something I really need to get one. I've talked to Cody at Dixieland. I don't know how many times we've talked about trailers, and it's like, man, I just need to break down and get one here eventually because I love them. I haven't had the time to mess with anything.
Man, that thing is so cool.
So this raffle ends here in about what is it, Josh? 15 minutes or so.
16.
Yeah. Yep. So here directly, this is going to close out, and then it'll get spun here later on. But you still got time to get your spots.
Wow.
And it's not as heavy as what you think it is either.
That's so cool.
It's decently light. Plenty of room for a battery and light kit.
Man.
So yeah.
That's sweet.
So grab your spots if you want to try to win that. It will be
Yeah.
spun tonight. So
Absolutely. Get your tickets for that thing. That's gorgeous. So this is you guys have probably seen a lot of this going on. This
oh
is
my.
3D printing trucks. Any of
Yep.
you guys into this stuff already?
I
Yeah.
don't have a 3D printer yet,
Oh, dude.
just for that reason.
This is an extreme addiction. As soon as you start 3D printing trucks, man. Oh,
That thing
dude.
looks awesome.
This
Now,
is so cool.
how many hours are on that print as a full what you have sitting there?
Yeah, I also have the hood and the grill and all that stuff too. I'm gonna guess like Dan Tech at he printed all this stuff for me there. He's got one of these fancy, crazy, nice printers, you know, that does a great job. And I'm gonna guess like this is probably like a 10-hour box, you know what I'm saying? Like just
Yeah.
the box, probably, just this piece. But the cool thing is, this is all like one piece, man. It is tough. Like
It
you can
looks
just carry
yeah.
it around by the box. Like it is so tough now, the way they do this. And it's all ABS, so it's not going to get all shrinky and weird in the sun,
Yep.
you know. This is so cool. So this becomes like basically our most popular chassis besides the TF2 conversions and stuff is the C-Max Leaf kit. This one is the James Duff radius arms because I'm building a Ford, so I had to put those on it.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. But other than
The
that,
radius
like
arms.
the leaf spring kits are so popular, man, because the chassis is basically flat all the way across. Like you can see it in the wheel well here. It's just flat.
Yeah. Yep.
And they just plain fit. They fit trucks all the time. Like I've got just enough of the frame coming out to fit the bumper, and there's barely enough in the front to come out to do the front bumper mount. And then the truck is like the perfect width for our kind of ST2 axles,
Yeah.
you know, like at fender coverage and everything. It's such a popular setup. The guy that I keep talking about, Kevin, he's been over helping out with the trails. He has built I think he's built two completely custom 3D printed and like retro designed trucks now that are prize winners. Like, and literally he's won stuff with them. They're so good. And he put them on our chassis. We're super proud to say that too, because he'll tell you like it's really easy to retro a printed truck onto a C-Max chassis. It just works. He's done it a bunch of times, and it just works. So
Any more of those specific chassis still laying around?
say again.
Hold on. That chassis.
You're talking about the James Duff Bronco stuff?
Yeah.
So as you know, I think we produced those 3 times or 4 times now in batches, right? The radius arms are just them alone is 21 operations on the machine. It's super annoying to make them.
Mm-hmm.
So we just make them in batches, and at this point, I don't. There's certainly none left. I mean, they all get pre-ordered, and then I usually do like a maybe 5 extras just to hoard for the latecomers.
Okay.
But in this case, you're too much of a latecomer to get one.
I have
So-
one, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't. I picked it up at USTE,
Oh,
and
mint.
I just haven't been able to bring myself to open it up. So I want another one so I can leave that one in a box so I can build the other one.
That's funny. I had a guy send me a message today on the phone, actually, on the GCM Facebook page, and he's like, "Hey, you know that chassis that you guys used to make with the fancy radius arms?" I was like, "Yes, yes, I know the one." So that's funny. I hope he's watching because we literally just had this conversation today on the GCM page. It's so funny. And he's all bruised now in his soul because he can't get one. So they are rare. It's nice to see them being used though, so you need to build that.
Build it.
I can't. I can't
You
do
need to
it.
build that. Just
See,
make it
because the
happen.
thing is the reason why I need it is because I'm working out something with Blake with
Yep.
doing an aluminum Bronco,
Okay.
metal Bronco. But when we do that, we have to cut the chassis, and I just can't bring myself to do it.
Well, if you just need rails, then we can do that.
Okay.
Because, yeah. So the only thing that makes the Bronco chassis special is the complete front suspension and the mounting cross member in the middle. The rest of this is just a C-Max chassis.
Okay.
So if you need frame rails because you have to cut them or mod them or whatever, don't feel bad because we have lots of those around. And then you can just make up whatever you need with a spare set of rails and then use your suspension out of your Bronco kit.
Okay. Well, then that'll
Yeah.
work.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, man. No problem. I have another uber crazy Bronco kit, Bronco project I have to show you guys. 2 of them actually.
Oh,
So you guys will have to talk amongst yourselves. I got to go find these.
all right.
Awesome.
While you're
There
at
you
it,
go, Robert. No
Take my
excuses
money.
I'm gonna do. I have technology on my computer here, so if I push this button, then you get to look at my ad for my event instead.
There you go. Yeah, Robert. There's no excuses now, buddy.
Oh, I know, right? I was trying to find one too.
They just took it away from you.
My wife's over there. Yeah, sure you were. Oh,
Oh,
Looks like Jake snuck in.
yes, he did. Are you able to make the event, Jake?
I'm not here. What, Chris's event?
Jake.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to be there? Awesome. That's phenomenal. You and the whole family going?
Yes. The whole family, we're dragging our trailer 4.5 hours, I think it is.
fine, Jake.
Okay.
Just rub it in, why don't you?
What car are you
Well-
taking, Jake?
What's that?
What car are you taking?
I haven't decided yet.
No, I mean driving, actual driving.
Oh, the one I had at the Gauntlet, the axial. Yes, axial.
The one that
Acadia.
Oh,
Jake might be there driving that.
Okay, I got some goodies for you guys.
Okay.
awesome.
Mostly because I like to torture Robert. Okay,
Thanks. Appreciate it.
so preface
He
this
loves
whole thing. Preface this whole thing by saying, my buddy Shiny Shane. You've heard me talk about Shiny Shane for a long time. Shiny Shane is like in our little group of RC people. He's the painter. So
Yeah.
he used to do hot rods and stuff, and so like he knows what to do with paint, and like when he's done, your jaw drops to the floor and then you give him all your money. So anyways, he about 2 years ago, I sent him this XLT hardbody Bronco. Those were all over the place at the time. So I was like, here, I need a Bronco for fun. So just do this, use your creativity, have at her. So he comes up with this.
Oh, that,
And then he decides he's gonna retro in, like, this thing, by the way, is so shiny. I hope you guys can see that thing. It's
I
just
can
so
see it.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. He did a little bit of like the orange accent on the grill and stuff, and like this is what he sends me in the mail, okay? He sends me this thing back, and he retro. Do you recognize the top stickers?
yep.
Those are the sunset stickers off of the Traxxas Bronco, and then he like retroed them in on the cab. It's so cool, man.
It
And
is
the whole thing
awesome.
is it's all clear coated completely and polished and everything. He's just crazy. So I get this thing in the mail like just randomly one day, and I was like, man, I sent him a note. I was like, this is a serious paint, dude. Like, this is so nice. I have no idea like what the bill's gonna be, but better send it anyway. So I'm gonna build this thing. I'm super excited because I actually am going to take apart the box for my Bronco suspension and everything, and I'm gonna build it. And not like what Robert's doing. I'm gonna actually build it. And then I'm gonna put it under there, and then I'm just gonna trail that thing, and it'll be like I'll trail it like respectfully, but I'm gonna drive it.
Awesome.
So I think, okay, that's cool. Like there's my Bronco, right? Oh, I forgot that I sent him two of them. So then the week later, another box shows up, but it's really big, and this box was big. And I was like, what on earth is this thing? Like, and I see him all the time. So it's kind of funny that he mailed it to me. Like he wanted it to be a surprise, because I see him all the time. So, and then this shows up, which is a baby blue.
That is
It's
a
like
gorgeous blue.
it's like a robin egg blue almost.
It is.
It's with a black grill. But then here's where the surprise lies.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's
That
made
is
it-
awesome.
He turned it into a 78 Centurion. Look at that thing.
That is awesome.
This thing is a tank, man. It is so huge. Oh my goodness. I am so friggin' excited to build this thing. And instead of building it on the JD suspension, I'm going to build it on a highboy chassis, like 4-leaf springs, jacked up with a big friggin' winch buried in front of it here, like a big, 8724. And like this thing needs to be like a logging truck, okay? Like it's going to be a big truck. This thing is huge.
Yeah, I don't think this is
Um,
legal. This is RC porn to the max. Like that is
like
gorgeous.
that
That
is so
is
exciting.
that
And
is
look at, you
sick.
can't even tell where he worked on it. It's so
No, you
perfect.
can't.
Like it's
That
just ridiculous, man.
that thing is mint. That is super awesome.
Look at the size of it. It's so big. I just can't believe how big it is. Anyways, I've got projects, dude. I have got Ford projects coming out of my ears right now. It's like the theme of the week. So I've got to do those two. And then I'm working on this step side, 1970, of course. I'm really excited to drive this, actually. I put that Fusion 2300 Pro in there.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh,
good.
dude, have you ever driven these Fusion things?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Oh
The
my
Pro is
goodness.
super smooth.
Dude,
They ruin you for everything.
it's a complete revolution in scale RC. Like,
Yep.
so ridiculous. I just did not know that that could exist. Like, I've done some really nicely tuned brush motor systems before with like, good high wind motors and high armatures and stuff. And they're so smooth and they got really good drag brake and everything. And then you're like impressed with it. And then you drive one of these and you're like, what?
Yeah.
That's not fair. Like, so this truck, I want to wheel this thing so bad. I just can hardly wait to get it done and actually like get it on trail. And then, we're going to have fun with these. And my friend from Dan Tech, his name is Dan, of course. He printed this, and then he printed the sister, which is the same truck but the full long bed. So he doesn't have the step side; he's got the long bed, and he's got his whole theme worked out. And like we started this whole project like back when the snow was still flying, and we got the motors for them, and like everything's in a box just waiting to be finished. So I'm getting there. I mean, now it sits on its own and it rolls and stuff. So we're making progress. I'm getting pretty excited.
That's awesome.
So,
Now, a little question for you, because I haven't dug into this or really did much with it, but in terms of the windows and stuff like that for those, what are you doing with that?
so there's a couple ways that work successfully for me. I like to make a wooden, if it's curved window like this, I like to make a wooden puck for it, or I 3D print one. And then you cover it with aluminum tape, like 2, 3, 4. If it's 3D printed, for instance, you cover it with like 3, 4 layers of aluminum tape. And then you can hot form a piece of thin plexiglass over it, or acrylic, like 15 thou thick, like small. And you just, you can even sometimes just on low, you can use a heat gun on it, and it'll just kind of droop its way over that form that you've made. And then boom, instant window. Like that's about it. And while you're at it, probably make 2 because you're just about sure you're going to stick a stick through it.
Right.
And the cool thing about this file set came from CG Trader.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
sure the website
Yep.
was CG Trader, and it actually came with a puck, a form to make the
Oh,
window.
okay.
So I was like, man, that's way too
That's
easy,
awesome.
right? So that if that wasn't the case, then I would have just made one out of wood or something, or balsa or whatever you can do to form it, pine or something, and then as long as you put enough metal tape on it to dissipate the heat from the heat gun, then you can use it for a buck and then form the window right over top of it. So
Interesting. Now, is that
it,
is that what you do with the headlights and like all the little details as well?
You can do that with headlights. These days, though, with the way that these people have these acrylic printers and all this stuff now, like there's really no reason to do that because somebody out there on some site, someplace has already made the headlight that you're looking for, with all the proper like lines and stuff in it.
Right.
And
Okay.
then you just download it for $1 and then, you print 50 if you want or whatever. So
Okay.
that's the way that I think a lot of this stuff is going, because the people are getting so good at 3D design now that their designs are just everywhere and you can buy them everywhere. And there's all these sites and, so to purchase files. So, I mean, that's where we found these things was on CG Trader. And we just spent a couple of days trying different plugs to get the size that we wanted. Like they're not, this isn't the size that he offered. They came sort of 10th, and then we
Right.
resized all the files to match the chassis, so it was a really great fit.
That's
Right.
not
the
Certainly
joys
fun
of
when you have to resize them. That's a big pain.
Yep, that's the joys of 3D printing, is that you can just resize the whole dang thing and then it fits whatever you want it to fit. There's no rules that says it has to be the file size that it came with. I love that.
Yeah. Yep. Adapt to make it work out and make it look to what you want it to look like.
Yep.
The just we are at 9:30 now.
Yep.
Woo.
For the raffle.
Yep. Just
That's
getting ready to
cool.
say we should probably pause for a second to say that we're cutting off the raffle to the camper, and so that way Jake can get working on the wheel.
The wheel is ready.
Sweet.
Let's do it.
Where did the wheel go? There's the wheel.
Oh, that's cool.
Chris has got to pick this week, right?
Yeah.
This is the way we do it.
See, my name's
Yep.
not there. Just so everybody knows.
What's your alias?
Shh. Nobody's supposed to know I have one of those.
It's CCXRC, but he won't tell you that. Sorry, Tony.
So how many times were you going to shuffle this?
It's your call,
Chris?
Chris.
Cool. Well, how do you make it stop?
He has to shuffle the names first. So pick a number of how many
Oh.
times he should shuffle it.
Let me see. You've got 3, 4, 5. So let's say 5 tickets at a time. So it has to be a multiple. So let's say 9.
9. All right.
Yep. 9
1,
shuffles.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, I can still count that high. All right. Yay.
Awesome sauce. Let's do this. Oh, hey! That's awesome.
I
Is
know
that
that
who
guy.
I think it is?
That thing is super cool. I love
Awesome.
that.
Yeah. Well,
Is that you, Josh?
Maybe.
Maybe. Congrats.
That is awesome, man. Yeehaw. Oh, I love seeing that. That was super fun.
It lived in my trailer for supposed to beat the creek weekend until Robert took it. So
Nope.
maybe we can work out a deal,
Sorry,
Robert.
sir. There will be some shipping issues. Just let you know ahead of time.
what he's saying is the ship to and the return address are going to match.
That's funny.
Nate, you keep giving up my secrets. Come on.
So it'd be the first time he
I
shipped
wouldn't get
something
away
of mine
with.
somewhere else. Would it, Robert?
Too funny.
He secretly muted himself so he didn't have to answer that question.
I know.
You know, we can see when you muted yourself, right? You know, we can see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
But,
Thanks,
That's
Glenn.
fun.
back to your tiny truck. When do you plan on unveiling the one you had there, the little Ford?
The
Is that gonna
70
be-
Ford, I'm hoping that'll be done. I'm just going to throw this out there that I probably won't have it really finished until I'm through the winter. I want to spend some time on that. Dan and I are trying to figure out how to do like chrome. Really nice looking
Okay.
chrome. You know what I mean? Like if any of
Yeah.
you guys have tips on that, let me know. We did use, we've already used like the Molotov pens and we've tried a whole bunch of other different stuff and they actually work like surprisingly well. But I'm wondering specifically for bumpers, like if I can find a way to do like some really legit chrome, like I don't know. I know you can chrome plate plastics, which I've never done, but I know it's possible. And the bumpers are also a printed file. So what I'm trying to say is I want to avoid having to machine the bumpers. Let's all understand what the problem is. I don't want to have to make these one-off, curved machine bumpers. Okay, so let's not do that, and let's find a way to chrome them instead. That'll be way easier.
I feel you. That's for sure.
Yep.
That'd be a lot of machine work rather than just printing them off and then figuring out how to chrome them easy.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, so I've got to do that. I'm thinking that one will be done for the next driving season, anyways.
okay.
And then also the Discovery should be long done by then. So I'm expecting I'll have 2 fresh trucks to run next year, which I'm pretty excited about actually. And they'll both be on, some of our more popular chassis setups, like the dual radius arm and then the Ford radius arm. The big Broncos, the Centurion and the big Bronco, I'll probably get them rolling this winter as well. You know what I haven't found for those is actually like a way to do a nice interior. Like, so we did a 3D print file set for the 2-door Bronco to use on our chassis, and that works totally great. And it fits those really nice. What's the company that makes those really nice hard body interiors for Traxxas TRX4s with the dashboards that are all lit up and all that stuff, and the seats and the
Not CC Hand, it's someone else,
No,
isn't
it was
Angora?
Is it GRC
Yeah, it
or
was-
something?
yes, that's the one. It's
Yeah.
GRC.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we did our 3D print file set for the XLT two-door Broncos, we made them fit all of those parts. So those nice seats go in, that nice dash goes in, the console with the cup holders and all that stuff. And then like retro's pretty clean. So that's nice. But then the Centurion doesn't have that interior. It's actually got bench seats in it. So I don't want to put buckets in it because it's not supposed to have bucket seats. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to get nice looking bucket seats or bench seats, sorry, to put in there. And then I'll redo the floor pan, I guess, for the long wheelbase and stuff. And
Didn't the Centurion have buckets in the front with the center console like the XLT Broncos, then the bench in the back?
so I've seen them both ways. I know what you're talking about too, but I have seen them both ways. And the one that I'm trying to build after had a dirty cream colored interior in it. And it was 2 bench seats with an extra bench in the back.
Okay.
So, and they all match. They're all that super boring, straight cut vinyl kind of thing.
Hmm.
And I have no idea where they probably just had an upholstery shop make them up. And but because it's a 4-door, you don't have to have the folding front seats in it.
Right.
It's just a straight bench, boom, boom. That's it. And a little pop-up seat in the back. So that's kind of what I'm going for. And I think on the big Centurion, I also want to put like a whole headliner in it and some overhead lighting. And like, I want to really like go crazy with it because I'm not going to bash that truck ever.
Right.
So I'm going
But
to
you
do
wouldn't
like some extras.
headliner the very back.
No, it's
'Cause
fiberglass.
Yeah, that's the fiberglass Bronco
Yeah.
top.
Yeah. So the
Did it have
inside
a
of it, like
did it have a
when
roll
I
bar in
say,
it?
pardon me?
Did they have a roll bar in it like a Bronco?
No. So on the inside of the body, that's one of the things that Shiny Shane does is he makes a stand for the inside of the body so that when he sprays it, it's suspended.
Right.
And so inside the roof is like unfinished, right? So I want to put like the actual kind of like checkered fabric headliner that you could actually have gotten in that interior and then follow it into the carpet and the side panels and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm saying about doing that is I want to just like go a little extra on it, like not just the base interior, but like really do a full finish on it. So that'll be fun.
That's gonna be a
That'll
cool
be a
build.
great build to see whenever you get it all finished up.
Yeah. So
and-
I'll
Kyle
have my wallet
convinced
ready.
me. Hey,
I'll have my wallet ready.
Yeah,
Set his
yeah.
wallet's warm and ready to go.
No, your money's no good here, bud. I'm gonna make you build that Bronco chassis, and then you can do your own.
That sounds good.
My buddy Kyle, as soon as he saw the pictures for that, he says to me, "Don't you tiny tire that thing. It's got to be big tires and it's got to be jacked up." And he's like starting to give me the gears for it. And he's always right. Like every time he builds a truck, the look is perfect. So I have to believe him because he's like really artistic about that stuff. So he got me convinced. And they do have really big wheel wells on those bodies, So I found a set of really cool tires and rims at Beat the Creek actually that was for sale. And somebody's who had those oh man, I forget the name of the place. He was like 3 doors over in an orange tent past Aaron's place. RCP.
RC,
He was like 3 doors over
Yeah, the
down Bender
RC.
Row.
RC junkyard.
Yes.
Or Leonard. Okay.
Yeah.
And he also has an orange tent, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And I was digging around in there for a set of rims and tires, and he had the perfect ones. I'm super stoked. So I'm really excited about this project. I'm collecting the bits to go underneath that thing. So that should be a really fun. And I'm used to building like really small, like this truck is so tiny. Like as far as tire and wheel combo goes, like these are little pizza cutters, man.
Yep.
These are the tiniest little things. And they're on our 1.7 wheels and like they scale out perfectly, but these things I think are like not an inch wide. They're 0.94 wide. Right? And then
Yep.
Of course, that's what I'm so used to using. And then Kyle's like, "You're not doing that on that big Bronco." So that'll be something new for me. I'm pretty excited to try it out.
All right. And just everybody, if you're not following GCM on YouTube, I highly encourage it because there's some great content on there as well. So
Yeah,
definitely
thanks for
keep
that.
up with that. Yeah, but it is phenomenal. I know I've been watching and I haven't been able to keep up with as of recently here because things have just been wild and crazy. But I always try to catch up whenever I can. And you do. You have great content, great conversations. Um,
Yeah.
it's great stuff. It really is.
Yeah, Chris, every time you're on, we're definitely fangirling. We're just trying to keep our composure as much as we possibly can.
Okay, bud.
That's for certain.
Okay. Oh, it's funny. Anyways, it's been so cool to see you guys again. This is great. And actually, we're up to like twice this year. I think I've been down to America for all the fun stuff. We did the T5W in June. That was super rad, man. That place has a lot of potential, man. You could get lost in those woods. And then we were down for Beat the Creek, and then we also were down to an event that was in Georgia in this early in the springtime too, which was a bunch of new people I never seen over there. Oh man, did you guys catch up with that podcast? Those two crazy guys there, they started this podcast for RC stuff. I gotta look this up and tell you what it is.
Duro, one Duro, is that what it is?
Yes, what's it called?
I think it's one Duro. I have to double
One
check.
Duro. Man, those guys are so much fun. I got to meet them at that show. It's definitely one Duro. You're right, 100% right about that. I just want to plug that podcast, man. Those guys are like so family friendly and they have so much fun RC discussion. When you're talking about like shows that have, cool discussions,
Yeah,
they are so much fun to listen to. So like a little plug out for one Duro, is that what it's called?
I think
And
it's I'm double checking.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. I remember the banner now in
that's
my head.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one Duro. Anyway, two cool guys. They're just young guys. They're having a great time and they're building some phenomenal stuff. They were down at the T5W show in Pennsylvania in June
Okay,
and had a bunch of really cool stuff to show off. And I think they took a bunch of prizes home and like really high end guys. So they got
Yeah,
a
because
cool podcast.
Mutter Putter's with them, isn't he?
Yep. Yeah, and Lance is from that's Lance. He's from up here too. He
Yeah.
lives just around not really that far from Niagara Falls, honestly, as far as
okay.
geography goes. And yeah, he's been hanging out with those turkeys as well. So there's a good crowd of guys there for that discussion, and I'm looking
That's
forward to
awesome.
actually doing some filming for our event and
Yeah.
try to get some event content out there. Do you guys have speaking of camera stuff? Am I the only person who doesn't want to use their phone for like filming? Like, I know phones are amazing for filming now, but like since my last GoPro kind of bit the dust, I haven't filmed events because I can't stand using my phone for filming. Like, am I the only one?
Hey, GoPro.
That's a lot of
I
silence.
use
Yeah. So,
GoPro.
yeah,
I
I
use
mean,
GoPro.
I think I need to go and get a new GoPro
It's
because
it's
mine's
10
like
Duro. 10
10
Duro
Duro.
RC.
Yeah. 10 Duro RC. Uh,
Speaking of GoPros, I just walked through the last time I looked at anything GoPro, I think it was 8 or 9. I think they're up to like 13 or 14 now.
oh man.
Yeah, they're at 13.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, holy mackerel, that escalated quickly.
So
Yeah, I
then there's
started.
those. I know a guy that's using the 360 cameras. Are you guys using those?
Uh, Not us, but Dwayne, Radioactive Scale uses it, the 360,
Yeah.
and he's been loving it. He said,
Well, apparently, yeah, because I have a dirt bike buddy that's using one of those. And he says you don't have to make it look like all weird and fish-eyed. You can just, with the editing software, you can pick like where you want to vision.
"Hmm,
Even if you're recording the things, pointed over there, it'll still actually use the frame over here. The software is incredible. And like his videos are
Okay.
super rad.
I had to use the software for work on a that was on a motorcycle, and that's it. Like you pick your spot, and then it looks like a normal screen instead of that fisheye. And then you
Exactly.
can move it again and take another clip from another angle. Like you could make 4 videos out of the same one.
Wow. Yeah. So I think I need to do a little research on the modern tech and kind of see maybe the GoPros have kind of moved up in that direction too. I don't know. And then there's my buddy from the West Coast. He's using a little tiny DJI thing that has a little swivel head on the end of it. It's just like it looks like a pack of 10 pencils. The thing is so small. It's a little stick with this little swivel head on it. And I'm sure it's a DJI. And I'm
The
telling you,
DJI Pocket.
yeah, and the film
Because
quality on that thing is unreal.
that's what Icon's using it. Isn't it, Dennis? That DJI Pocket,
Yep.
the one that the head just swivels and you can move it all around.
Yeah, that thing is amazing.
Yeah.
It is way better than I thought it was going to be.
Close-ups. It does some crazy, crazy close-up shots.
Yeah, eh? Wow. And that's what we need for shiny trucking. Like you have to get right in on them. And I think that's why I love the GoPro so much is you could put it on a stick and like shove it right down in the trail, and the pictures and videos were really good, man.
And with the newer updates on the GoPro, you can actually change the scale from the wide down to like just a super clear up close now. And you don't have to shove it right onto the truck. You can hold it back a little bit and get a little of the scenery.
Really?
Okay.
Wow. Well, that's handy. Yeah, so I'm
It's
taking recommendations for the next camera setup for sure.
it's a tough battle.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's really hard to compare because they all have their perks and bonuses. For me, it just come down to the price. Like I happened to walk into a Best Buy store and they had a 12 open box bargain was price I hard to beat, so I bought it.
Sweet.
So
Yeah.
got to shop it.
Well, that's how to
Yeah.
do it too, man. Yeah, that's really smart. That's really smart. I've tried to find open box stuff on that kind of thing too, because I think half the time it's people just return it for no reason and there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a great way to save a few bucks. That's for sure.
Actually, I don't even think that left the store. The according to the paper that was on it, because Best Buy is real good about writing why it's marked down or why it's an open
Oh,
box. And I think it was like part of being theft. It was missing a paper.
oh my.
I'll take it.
Yep,
It's
Yep.
all in line anyhow.
man.
That
That's awesome.
that
That's
is
really great.
that is beauty of things now. If you're missing a manual or whatever, it's literally you can
Yeah,
pull it
the
right up and,
box.
and grab
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
the box was all taped up. I mean, I'm going to use the box anyhow. So,
Yep.
yep. So, yeah. Good luck. The
Nice.
only thing I got to say, because like I said, they all got so many options that it's hard to it's a tough battle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you,
And
you might be able to pick one up that somebody's upgrading to. Find one, it's just using somebody. You got to have that new.
yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. That's actually how I got the camera I'm on right now. I'm using a big, a big DSLR for my
Okay.
video feed that goes through a bunch of electronic stuff that one of my friends set me up with. And that's how I got that because they upgraded to a different style of body that could take different lenses. And I was like, I need that camera.
Yep.
So, yeah, because it's older, but it's like mint. It does
Yep.
everything I'll ever want. And I've actually done a whole bunch of video filming with it because it has a really good quality picture. And I think I'm kind of worried about like none of those DJIs and GoPros and everything, none of them are cheap. And so
No.
like I'm worried about coughing out some major dollars for one of these things and then not being happy with the picture quality.
Yep.
But I think
100%.
they're probably all way better now than I ever knew them to be.
Well,
Well,
that's
the only thing I've heard is on like the GoPros is you got to be careful with the lights.
Oh,
Like they do
like
like
they
a
flicker?
no. their models, like they do like whole number models, and then they'll have like lights of that version.
Or the
Oh,
mini
that's
or
what you
light,
mean.
Or
whatever
the
they call it.
mini, yeah. So I've
They
had
get
quite a
hot.
few people say that they have issues with the mini versions instead of just getting the full thing.
Interesting. Huh. That's great advice.
I'm sure they probably like back whenever I was looking into them, they were overheating like crazy back then. Like even brand new ones were just getting hot. I'm sure they're past that now with them being on 13. I would hope so anyway.
They still get warm. Like if you're out in 90-degree weather, a camera battery that normally lasts hour and 15 minutes is usually 35, 45 now because it just gets hot and it just sucks the battery down.
That's what
Wow.
I know. They were shutting off and stuff. Like they would barely run at all, and that's what deterred me back whenever I was looking at them. Like I say, it was 8 or 9 whenever I was looking.
Yeah,
Huh.
In
but
quality. Yeah, if you're hitting the 4K with the highest band that you can get, yes, it sucks and bad.
and it builds heat.
Interesting.
Yep, and builds heat. And then when you're
Huh.
at Axial Fest in the sand pit and it's 110 degrees, you're
Yeah.
lucky to get 15 minutes on a battery.
Well, that's what. Yeah. Okay. So that's still applicable then in terms of what they're doing now.
Yeah, I mean they're getting better, but when you're pushing them and you're expecting to get an absolute, you better hope you have batteries with you.
Yeah, and
That's
Sean's right. The GoPro is hard to beat the stabilization though too, and
Yes.
those the 360s and stuff like that.
that's Robert's favorite place, eh? 115 degrees in a sand pit.
Right.
Love it.
He was just talking about how much he loved that.
Well,
Yeah,
guys,
the tech is good now. I'm gonna have to do some research, but you gave me some good food for thought though, eh? Don't get a light version and buy extra batteries. That's a really good tip.
And shop.
yeah.
Yeah, shop, see what I
Oh,
can find.
And one of the portable chargers, like Joe turned me on to, like I had a charger that I could just charge 3 batteries in, but now they have them where they're like this. That's you charge it and then just keep your batteries in.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a charging case. So the
Yeah.
case itself has a battery that keeps
Yeah,
the
you
batteries
just
charged.
turn it on with the button, then it'll start charging them across.
What? Oh, that is super cool, dude.
how many batteries can you charge on that in a day?
Um, Probably I think 6 is what I've gotten out of it before.
Wow.
Okay.
There's a couple different models, and it depends on the MAH battery that comes with them. The one that I
Yeah.
have has like a 70 or 700 MAH, so it'll do 3 batteries like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, that's a really handy friggin' thing right there.
Yeah.
And it's not huge. They're not excessively heavy, so you can throw that in the backpack. So
Yep.
when the first one dies, you're grabbing the next one, and then throw it in there, and that one's charging. And you got another one ready to roll.
Oh man, that's such a good idea.
Because what we
Yep.
were doing is if we were running our Noble and befores where they had the battery pack on the bottom, we'd run a cord from the battery pack up to the camera to just have it running off that battery while we're out,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
which worked good. But then you got the door open, you got worry about the dust or debris getting in the camera.
Mhm.
You're a bunch of
Yeah.
RC nerds.
Mhm.
Yes.
Here we
Well,
are.
I actually bought a side door for mine that flips open for just the USB.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you replace the whole side door, and it has a miniature door inside of it where it'll seal that, and it came with a plug, and it seals it to it to keep the dust out of the thing. So it
Wow.
runs a plug all the time.
The only thing that worried me about that DJI one is that the head is always swiveling on it. And like it has a carrying case so that the thing doesn't get smashed around or whatever, but like the whole guts of it is still, free to get moved around. I don't know. To me, he's never had a problem with it. I mean, his videos were incredible. but
Yeah.
it still seems to me like I'm gonna be the guy that knocks the end of the thing off. You know what I mean?
Right. Or drop it in the sand pit.
Right?
Yeah.
Or yeah,
Or in the
Or
exactly.
fall
mud.
down on a trail because you're not paying attention.
Yeah, yeah,
Break
yeah,
it.
yeah. Right. But one thing that it did have good going for it is that the little, because it has like a handle thing on it that's like, probably 5 inches long, the battery
Yeah.
life on that thing was stellar. So that it did have going for it. It wasn't meant to be, attached to your helmet or anything like that. It's a different kind of a camera, but
Right. But it is almost 10 o'clock. We're going to start saying our goodbyes. Um, Jake, if you want to go first.
Yeah. Um, what am I gonna say tonight? Wow, my brains is not working. Um, thanks everyone for coming out, Chris. I'll see you on the weekend actually. So,
woohoo.
yeah,
Awesome.
that's all I got.
All right. Eric,
Hey, nice to see everybody again on this fabulous, ugly Monday. Thanks for everybody's support, and I will see y'all again on the next one.
Nathan.
Thank you all for joining us. Chris, thank you for being an awesome guest as always, my friend. We will have to get you back on here in the near future after the event, of course, and talk about some other things, some solar and some other objects that we can talk about. Um, Everyone going to Chris's event, safe travels. Jake, safe travels, buddy. We hope you all have a great time. Hope the weather cooperates. Looks like it's going to. And thank you all for the support. And in terms of like emails, messages, things of that nature, we do work on that stuff. It's been a little bit slow as of recently, so we will get caught back up. But just be patient with us. We'll get to you 100%. Thank you all for the support, tuning in. Chris, thanks for talking to people about the organization. All that matters. It really does. Every word, every story shared, it truly matters. So thank you all. We look forward to seeing you next week. And next week, we're actually going to have, one second here, Sean from A Crawl from Hope join us and talk a little bit about that event. So just so everyone knows what's going on. So you all be
Cool.
safe, take care, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Nathan. Dennis.
Josh, congratulations on the trailer.
Thank you.
That was great. Chris, thanks for joining in and talking about your event. You always got some nice trucks and killer projects to show. Everybody in chat, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being part of the raffle. It's always appreciated. And we will see you guys on the next one.
Thank you, Dennis. Joe.
Good to see everybody get together again on another wonderful Monday. Chris, it was great to see you again. It was met you at the C5W in PA there a couple months ago. So you guys got me suckered into the scale thing too as well. So I ended up buying the BRX01 AWB at off at yes, RC Attic. So, and I've got it pretty much built and putting the accessories on it now still. So
Nice.
it's never was like really up into it. Like it's so finicky, and then you're taking it out on the trail, but it's awesome, like just to see it and then see you guys out playing on and some of the pictures and the videos you guys that you do. So it's good to finally kind of get my fingers wet in it, I guess you could say, getting the first one built and see how far it goes over time. So to everybody else, thanks for all the support everybody put in to help us out with the trailer, and there'll be another raffle coming up here shortly, so keep an eye out on it. And for everybody supporting us by being here and alive with us. So see you next week.
Thank you, Joe. Chris. It's a habit that, or a standard that Robert goes last. So
Well, I appreciate you all. This has been always a pleasure to be on the show. I tried to get Dana in on the show tonight as well, and he was previously committed, so it was just me, but you guys took care of me really well, and I just appreciated you all giving me some camera advice and good discussion tonight. Thank you so much to Operation 11 Charlie for all that you do. There's so many guys involved in making that work, and I love what you're doing. I just appreciate all the community that you're building and how you're helping all these guys out, and it's a real blessing to the rest of us in the community. So thanks for all you do.
Thank you, Chris. I'll go because Robert has to be last. Um, Chris, to build off what you said, yes, Operation 11 Charlie is a great community, and that's what we're looking for. Like, Chris, like at T5W, we were at the tent probably more than we were out in the trails, just hanging out, chatting, being
Yeah.
around each other, having that experience and all that stuff. And that's what it's about, getting people out there to just be social again, feel part of something. And that's a huge part of Operation 11 Charlie, along with our awareness for veteran suicide and the prevention of that. And it takes all of us to do this. And Chris, it didn't go unnoticed what you were doing at T5W, you and Rob, to help us out and support and get money brought in for the event. And that was awesome for us, with the raffles and the stuff that we were doing over there in the pavilion. So that was amazing.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Thank
But
you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you went over
And
and beyond at the T5W, putting stuff off for raffle for us. That was amazing.
yeah. And I met you first at USTE where you're walking around doing all your dad jokes. Hilarious stuff, man. And it's good seeing you again. And I hope your event goes awesome. I'd love to be there, but just can't make that trip right now. And everybody in the chat, thanks for your support and supporting our raffles and being here and hanging out with us and taking care of everybody. So with that, we'll go to Robert and we will leave from there.
And then stick around till after we're all done, Chris. Till after the show's over.
Cool.
All right. Yes, I am last. All right, cool. Well, first I want to start off with thanking everybody that's been in the chat hanging out with us for the last couple of hours. Really appreciate the support. And if you guys weren't here, we really wouldn't have a show. It would just be a bunch of dudes just talking to each other on camera. But my guys on the stand here, you know it. I love every one of you guys. If you ever need me, call me. I'm here. And Chris, wow. For you, it's actually a little bit more emotional because I met you also at USTE with one of my best friends, Jason Pirelli. Do you remember him?
Yep.
And after I'd met you, he passed away that summer from leukemia. And he had always told me, to get into the scale scene and seeing what, UST was all about and seeing the judging and like you, Dana, Rob Matthews, everything about the sales scale stuff. And it really, it put me in a good place. It put me in a happy place. And hanging out with Jason and him pushed me to do it. Um, you guys, like your advice, the way that you guys judge your artistic abilities, it's really pushed me to become the person that I am. I still like to do scale modeling, painting. My day job, I work for J Concepts. I've taken a lot of that passion and brought it to a large company. But I still do what I can to dabble on the side for myself, 3D printing, but it's when I see you out there, you're hosting these events. Down in Georgia, it was probably one of the happiest times because it's been such a long time since I've seen you. And I really miss having UST here and knowing that you're gonna be here and just seeing you go like goo goo gaga, like you're just amazed over anything that people create. And I love that energy that you bring to the table. But Chris, GCM, I hope you guys never go away. Just if you go away, I honestly don't know what I would do. Truly. Because again, like you guys are the unbeatables, but you're also the best to take advice from. And I really just love you guys and stick around. That's what I got.
Awesome.
Great.
All right. Well,
All right, that's
thanks
that's why they
everybody.
make me last. Okay, 'cause,
Yes.
I get emotional and I get a
Get into
little
your
personal.
heart.
There we go.
All right,
That was
everybody. The
complete.
man behind the curtain is going to close us down, and we appreciate it. Appreciate everybody for coming in. And Chris, like you said, hang out here as it gets shut down, and we'll chat for a bit. See you, everybody.
Everyone take care. Be safe. Have a great week.